I'm Russell Fugett, Chief Encouragement Officer of Jumla Network. Jumla Network is a strategic consultancy and knowledge network focused on diversity and inclusion. And today we're going to begin our 3-part series on risk. That's right, diversity and inclusion efforts, or lack thereof, or insufficient diversity and inclusion efforts really pose a humongous risk to your organization. In recent years, there have been over $10 billion of lawsuits relating to discrimination and retaliation primarily. And as you've probably seen in the news, there have been a lot of stories about this. And of course, your organization is vulnerable in many ways. And of course, you cannot completely eliminate litigation as a risk. You cannot eliminate risk of people leaving your organization, but you can do your best to minimize it and create a healthy culture that makes it highly unlikely that these types of things happen, right? So we've actually seen recently, in recent months, Starbucks getting sued, right? And they got sued by, what we might call the anti-woke crowd, right? And there's people on both sides, the people that want to be the anti-racist and drive things in one direction, and folks on the other side that want to push things another direction and be less conservative and don't want to see the work done in certain ways, right? Or using certain terms, right? And so how do you thread this needle, right? That's really the challenge that we all have. Well, we're excited at Jumla Network to be able to partner with a firm called Inclusion Score that has a software platform based on the International Organization standard for diversity and inclusion. Their paper came out in May of 2021. And that really gives us a tool that we can use to really be matched with the global standard for diversity and inclusion. Keep your insurance policy low, your executives and officers, your employee EPLI insurance policies as well. Be able to keep those policies down and really meet the needs of your organization to drive transformation forward and minimize risk of people leaving, minimize risk, of course, of litigation, and minimize the risk that your company is stagnant and unable to grow because of unhealthy culture. So there's so much happening right now, and I know many organizations have tried so many different things since 2020, and they've had people come in, they've grabbed the first person they knew down the hall that might appear to be a person of color and put them in a chief diversity officer position, and some of those efforts have worked, but many of them have not. And so what do you do? How can Jumla Network solve this problem? Well, of course, we have our software tool, again, based on the International Organization of Standards, and over 160 companies have reached a consensus on the definition of diversity and inclusion. And we want to leverage that tool to drive a methodical process forward. And we have 3 pathways that we're able to take this journey, right? Take the journey down the path with you to help solve this problem. And we kind of do this under the umbrella of our outsourced chief diversity offering. So visit Jumla Network to find out more, jumlanetwork.com. We really want to partner with you on this journey to minimize risk and accelerate the transformation of your organization to be more diverse and inclusive. Again, visit us at jumlanetwork.com.